Here's a story about me refusing to sell my soul to the devil.
They are selling on Vinted.
If you gave me a choice between getting diabetes or becoming HIV positive, I would choose HIV every time.
Is it coincidental that all the trash you see on the ground is fucking processed food or fast food?
Hey, Segovia, back with another one. Hope everyone out there is having a good day and a good weekend. Y'all make sure you guys watch from start to finish. That really helps the channel grow. But with that being said, let's get into it.
There's a conspiracy theory that claims that we're already dead, and the evidence comes from science. There are two things that are documented to happen when someone clinically dies. The first is that your entire life will flash before your eyes, and the second is that your brain keeps working 7 minutes after your body is gone. And we've literally recorded the brain still firing after death, actively creating memories. So for 7 minutes, we're in this dreamlike state where we're reliving our entire life. And according to this guy you may have heard of, Albert Einstein, time is relative. But what does that actually mean? This is suggesting that 7 minutes in the real world could feel like 100 years in the dream state. Kind of like when you fall asleep, you dream an entire movie, then wake up 5 minutes later. Now here's where it gets weird. Some people believe that we all died in 2012. That's when the Mayan calendar predicted the end of the world. And remember, this is all just for fun, and this is just a conspiracy theory. This theory suggests that instead of an apocalypse, we collectively slipped into this 7-minute brain echo.
Bro, I got a conspiracy theory about The Weeknd, but I ain't gonna get too deep.
No, say it.
I think for a certain point in his career, they were giving him Michael Jackson songs that was not released or that was just written because he was the only nigga that can do it. I swear to God. Because if you hear some of these songs, gang, and compare it to Michael Jackson songs, the lyrics, the cadence, it's all the same. This shit crazy. But that's fire, though.
How is there no more open investigation into the assassination attempt? What happened there? Because that's where Kent said that he was told to stop investigating.
Do you want it honestly done? Do you know who you put in charge of it if you want it truly? And I'm being very serious. If you want an honest investigation, put Israel in charge. Joe, if you want it done right, have them do it. That's all I'm saying. Just have them do it. Just have them do it. I would trust.
You think they should look at the Charlie Kirk assassination as well?
I would trust their conclusions. Have them do it. That would be my thought. Just a fun thought.
There's a lot of people that think it was a hoax and that it was a setup.
And if it was, I've said on my show, just tell us how you did it, because that's fun too. It's fun.
I mean, at the moment, we were like, yeah, that was right before election time, y'all. Right? No scars, no nothing. Think about it. Trump's that badass of a person that he's going to get shot. Guy that's been rich, had everything handed to him since he was little, right? Got shot and he got up and was like, yeah. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if push came to shove, really Trump would be like that. Now that 2020's hindsight, that was a publicity stunt, y'all. And it worked. It worked. It really worked. We thought he was badass at all. Trump ain't really badass like that.
Things going on in the news that you may not
with a
have
bullet,
heard of.
y'all.
Number one, Venezuela just got
Nobody
hit
is.
by 2 back-to-back earthquakes, literally 1 minute apart. The first one was a 7.2 magnitude at about 14 miles underground, and the second was 7.5 magnitude about 10 miles underground. These are ranked as some of the worst earthquakes that have hit the country in a century. And it's caused a lot of damage to their infrastructure, their airport. They've had to shut down their metro system and everything. So hopefully people are safe out there. The second thing that's occurring is that Hawaii has been hit by massive waves. Waves literally going over top of even some of the beachfront properties out there. They're saying it's because the South Pacific swells have mixed with the seasonal king tides, but the swells are so much bigger, it's causing massive waves to hit the island. So again, hopefully people are safe out there. And now something a little more simple and homegrown, there's a virus that is spreading through tick bites called the Powassan virus. Now normally when your tick bites you, it takes about 24 hours for them to infect you with something. This particular virus only needs 15 minutes. So for those of you going camping and during the summer and whatnot, hiking and whatnot, definitely take the time to make sure you're wearing long sleeves. Do a lot of check for tick bites and everything, because this particular virus can cause swelling in your brain or in your spine in the worst case scenario. So just keep those things in mind. Be safe out there, y'all. There's a lot going on in natural disasters and naturally. So y'all have a good night.
There's a lot of people building bunkers, people who make the top AI programming. Zuckerberg has taken a lot of Hawaii and building underground massive bunkers. And there's people building fucking rocket ships so that they can leave Earth for when that revolt could potentially happen. And there's so much fear, and especially when you talk to this 2 billionaires about this, because they're shooken up. Everyone loves to see a CEO fall, a billionaire's life collapse. Like, that's the internet's the constant theme right now. Is like every week there's a new CEO that's like getting brought down, because they want to see people collapse and be at their level, because a lot of people are suffering and struggling. We all are, but there's a need for that equaling of the playing field. And when you get to CEOs and billionaires, like, people do not give a fuck. Like, they want them to see you go.
Look at that hot Luigi did.
Oh yeah. A few people have mentioned the 2027 theory. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
It's this kind of same idea where basically when we reach ASI, which is artificial superintelligence, that's around 2027 is kind of the estimate. It could be a year after that. It could be a year before, but that's kind of the ballpark.
2027 sounds like, damn, we got another 20 years to get there. It's next year. It's going to be 2027. And why hasn't Oliver Tree ever popped up on our videos, y'all? I've never heard of the guy. He's never been in my algorithm. And this type of topic should pop up on my algorithm. We've had Steve-O clips on the episodes. Why has Oliver Tree never popped up until he's passed?
Once we hit that point, basically humans they've already, in a lot of ways, computers have surpassed us, but we're still needed as a necessity. But when we reach ASI, which in maybe your world, maybe it already does exist in some capacity, or who knows, but the idea is when we reach that, we're basically become somewhat useless.
So he's got the login for the beta.
Yeah, he's got the beta ASI, and we're going to try to get our hands on it after this. But one thing he brought up that was really crazy is like,
y'all remember when the ships went down out of Venezuela and everybody was wondering what's happening? You remember when officials went missing? Now there's 2 earthquakes that just hit. Y'all remember when we posted this picture?
The videos.
If y'all just believe that anything is possible, everybody will be together as a collective. Anything is possible.
I never seen in America. That's what I'm saying. The homeless people in America live better lives than the motherfucking middle class in Russia. Have you? It's unheard to see a beast, right? A person with the extra weight, a homeless person with the extra weight, anywhere in the world. It's unheard of.
They might be eating mermaids.
If you want to get into that, we can talk about that too, because that falls into a very dark side of fishing, personal commercial fishing. You know what I mean? And that is like a real thing. There are people who pay top dollar for things that we shouldn't be eating, things that aren't regulated, types of fish that are illegal to have. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't put that past anything.
Bruh, hold on. Am I tripping or? Am I tripping? Or I'm probably just tripping, right? Am I tripping or hold on. Am I tripping or bitch, is that a petrified big ass snake? And I'm literally, is that a petrified big ass snake? And bruh, before I even entered the trail, this shit said beware of rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes and like, I think that shit said gopher head. I ain't never heard of no gopher head, but bitch, the fuck is that?
And you might help the blind to see, and people with spinal cord injuries that they can recover, where in the past, how close is that becoming a success?
Neuralink, we've implanted Neuralink in 3 patients so far who are quadriplegics, and it allows them to directly control their phone and computer just using their mind, just by thinking. It's like, so we call this product telepathy. So you control your computer and phone just by thinking, and it's possible to actually control the computer and phone faster than someone who has working hands. Then the next step would be to add a second Neuralink implant past the point where the neuron's damaged, so that somebody can walk again, and so they can have full body functionality restored.
I'm about y'all. Everybody eventually, not us, probably not even our kids, but our kids, maybe our like great grandkids, if we're still around, right, as a society, because I don't think so by then. But anyways, if we're still around, everyone is going to have this chip implanted in them right out the womb. Right out the womb, they're going to have this chip implanted, maybe even implanted during a OBGYN visit. It's going to be the new normal. And they're just training it. Like when I leave my house without my phone, I'm like, damn, I forgot my phone, but it's okay. Like I can't imagine the panic that like Gen Z goes through, because these phones have been at their hips since as long as they can remember. I remember a time without the phone, so I'm okay without it. But I still be like, damn, I forgot my phone. Like, what if I get stranded or something, right? That's how it's going to be for these great grandkids. They're all going to have this chip in them, and they got control. They sell it to you like they're there to help us. It's for the betterment of people, for quadriplegics, for paralyzed people, for people that can't see, right? We're going to help humanity. But once it's in everybody, they got all the control.
Show you a clip that I'm not at liberty to tell you the source of, but I can tell you it is in fact a real clip. It's a clip of the rotting food inside of the Lineage warehouse in Los Angeles. And what's interesting is when I was there today, just on the outside looking around, I found a bag of Kirkland signature brand tilapia just on the ground in the sun. So I'm starting to wonder if this thing was filled with Costco food, and if there might be like products not being in stock at Costco for a while because they were in this warehouse. Anyways, here's the footage.
It's pallets. It's just an abandoned warehouse or what?
The White House needs to come clean. What we know is there's a report saying that one person in America got this special new drug. It was a 79-year-old person who's very high profile, and this drug can only be given to someone under the compassionate use provision, meaning you do that if someone basically has a terminal illness. So we need to know, did Donald Trump get this special drug from Eli Lilly? And did he get it under that provision? And if he did, why is that the case?
Here is the NASA guy. Go ahead and hit play. Let me know what you think.
I'd go to the moon in a nano.
Real quick though, it's starting to work, y'all. People are starting to wake up to this nonsense, this WWE entertainment, right? Like I got people close to me that, like I saw him today, and the midterm or whatever voting pamphlet was on the table. And I was always, what is that? You know what I mean? Because my mail goes there. He's like, I threw mine away. I ain't voting no more. They're all crooks. They're all full of crap, right? People are starting to wake up slowly but surely. Their nonsense isn't working.
Second, the problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
So that was
Don Pettit, a NASA astronaut.
What is your take on that? I'm just curious.
The technology can't be destroyed. What's the purpose of that? We have been there. We have done that.
How do we know there's the shit up there that we don't need? Why aren't we going up there and getting helium-3? What really is the problem is the scientists are doing a very good job of explaining why we haven't been back to the moon. Somebody's going to go there, and somebody's going to claim it.
How much does it cost Saudi Arabia to produce 1 barrel of oil?
This is an excellent question. It is very small, very little. It's probably less than $2 to produce a barrel.
What they come and tell us, it's over $100 a barrel, $70 a barrel now. Costs them $2. They probably sell it to us for $25, $30. And then they turn around and tell us It's at $170. It's good, right? So we want it at 70, right? Make their $40 profit. It's a scam, y'all.
And then to the left of that, there's this beautiful mother with the baby in her arms. So that's the Madonna and child.
Beautiful
So
Sedona.
Mary with a crown on her head and baby Jesus with a little crown on his head.
And what was the first two?
These are called the praying hands to God.
Okay, nice.
And then if you go over here to my left, about 12 noon, there's this beautiful whitefish about halfway up. It's in the green.
Oh, yes. Thank you, whitefish.
It's called the whitefish. Yep, it looks just like the Christian whitefish.
Wow, thank you.
And then one of my
Crazy.
favorites, John the Apostle, is known as the eagle, and we have this beautiful eagle's head sticking up way up towards the top of the rocks.
Yes.
And he's looking over the valley, so that's
Looks just like an eagle, y'all.
These are all obviously God-made rock, rock formations.
Thank you so much.
So crazy. This used to be a city. Looks melted.
Mother Mary.
But there's houses right below that. Right in between those hands.
Random fun fact, in 1965, the CIA finally admitted during a conference that they used a specific type of gun to kill people without it being traceable. And the gun was called a heart attack gun. It used shellfish venom inside of a dart that dissolved in your body, so that way it killed you of natural causes, and then the evidence disappeared, so there was no proof that anything will otherwise happen. So that way your cause of death was named natural, and they got away with it for years and years and years. And people speculated that something like this was happening, but of course the CIA would debunk it and make it seem like everybody's crazy, but the whole time they ain't crazy, they just early. But yeah, thank you for coming to our random ADHD fun fact.
If you gave me a choice between getting diabetes or becoming HIV positive, I would choose HIV every time. If you become HIV positive, as long as you get medical treatment, you live as long as everyone else. If you get diabetes, not only does it knock 15 years off your life, your chances of all sorts of catastrophic complications in your life are really high. It's the biggest single cause of blindness in Britain, preventable cause of blindness. It's a massive cause of leg amputation. More people get an extremity cut off in the US because of diabetes every year than because of being shot.
And it's all the food we're eating. It's all the food. Like, it's a simple fix that they could fix, right? We're going to ban these foods, these ingredients. We're not allowing it no more. People are getting amputated. People are dying every day because of these foods. Do they fix it? They were supposed to, right? RFK, everyone vouched for him. I got hate in my comments because I said something about him. Did we get anything? Anything banned? Anything taken out of the food? No, not a damn thing, right? Not a damn thing.
My husband worked for a very large mobile gaming company, and these are the craziest things he ever told me. For context, this company had a bunch of games, but the games he worked on specifically were slot machines. Not real slot machines, fake ones on your phone where you cannot win any money. You can spend money, you only get a few coins per day for free. After that, you have to buy them. The top monthly spender on the app spent on average $125,000 per month. There were about 25 players that they considered high rollers up in this category, and from those 25, they made about $2 million per month on average. These players were treated like total VIPs. They had a dedicated phone line they could call 24 hours for customer service. They would be invited to all expenses paid trips and events. If their device was out of date for the app and they couldn't play anymore, the company would just send them a new iPad. Now, talk about data tracking. They tracked the days of the month that you got your direct deposit, your paycheck, and they would send push notifications and targeted ads on those days to get you to buy coins. They would estimate the value of your home, and the way they did that was by looking at your Wi-Fi signal, and depending on how strong the signal was, they would know how far you walked from where the router is in your house, and they could estimate the square footage of your house from that. compare that to your general location data, and guess how much your house is worth. And then they would sell you coin packs based on how much money they thought you had. And this will come as a surprise to no one. The wins and losses are not random. Right after you buy coins, you would win more. You would get bonuses, jackpots, you'd be winning, and then they would slowly taper it down, and then they would plummet it to take all your coins back. So you'd have to buy more. And they called this addiction tracking.
This is why I say, y'all, like people are slowly starting to wake up, but it's still not enough. But they're not here for us. These Democrats that are going to probably win next election, they're not here. They're not here for the people. They're going to come out and say, "We're here for the people. We want to change. We want to get it back to how it was." They're not, y'all. They're all together. They're all together. Everyone is against us out there. They don't want people flourishing. They don't want the American people, the middle class, the lower class. They don't want them flourishing in life. They can change that very simply, right? They can start giving the knowledge out because it's just knowledge. But I can tell you guys that knowledge is free. If you're 21 years old and you're working, if you want to retire a millionaire, that knowledge is free, right? It's free. So the knowledge is out there. The knowledge is, I just got an email from somebody yesterday. Shout out to you, right? Or was it a comment? It was either a comment or an email. And he said, "Man, you preach all the time, just start, start, start." And I finally started on YouTube and it's starting to take off, right? He's monetized. I don't know if he's monetized. I looked at his page and he had over 1,000 subscribers. So he's if he's not monetized, he's pretty damn close to getting monetized. That's the hard part. But I tell you guys, it's free, y'all. Free. People email me, "What do you use? What do you do? How do you get your like?" I didn't start this way, y'all. It took a long time to get this $1,000 camera. It took a long time to get these $300 lightings on me. It took a long time. Go look at my earlier videos. They're terrible. Quality's terrible. Microphone, everything is terrible. But you learn along the way, and you got to watch YouTube. You can't reach out to me and ask me for the secrets because I don't. It's up to you. The secrets are online. It's what are you watching? What are you watching after this? Of course, watch the videos and all that, but go after that, go do some homework. Go learn. Go learn what kind of microphone's good, what kind of lighting is good, budget, how to set up a YouTube on a budget, right? Watch videos of people saying how to get more views, how to change your algorithm, settings. Settings is a big thing. I can go on and on. I should do like an hour-long podcast on my second channel because if I do it here, it'll ruin everything on my second channel and just give you guys a game, y'all, because it's not that difficult.
Watch this. Pigs cannot look up, not because they are scared, because their neck muscles physically will not allow it. That is just how they were built. But there is another theory, one that has nothing to do with anatomy. Some believe pigs are forbidden from looking at the sky, that it is not a limitation, it is a punishment. The same belief that explains why pork is forbidden in certain religions. Nobody has proven it wrong, nobody has proven it right. And that little pig in the video, he had never seen the sky before. If you enjoy creepy videos, follow, or we may never see each other again.
I feel so pissed because I've been buying fucking Mountain Valley water because I've been avoiding microplastics, right? Like I've been just buying glass.
Here we go.
I punched in it and I saw in the water this plastic thing start floating. And I was like, why is there plastic floating? I literally pay $120 for these. How I need water, because I don't like microplastics and microplastics are so bad for you, right? So I see this, I literally see this.
That's wild.
Bro, I checked the old bottle. Look, I don't know if you can see it. I'll take a picture. The old bottles, they all have this. And I called the company and they said, oh, that's just how it is. Like, that's our packaging. Bitch, you literally are a multi-million-dollar company. I know you don't have to put this shit in there, bro. I'm so fucking sick. Companies and the government, like, they don't want us to be healthy, brother.
Can somebody...
People are so like stupid. You're gonna spend $120 on that, right? What is the machine that's holding that made out of? Did you see the water machine? Plastic. Right? What about the lamp right next to it? What is that made out of? See the lamp right there? Plastic. What about those shoes over there on the right, on that shoe rack? What about your shirt? You know what I mean? Like, there is no avoiding it, y'all. There's no avoiding it unless you're gonna go out there and dig a well on your own in your backyard. That's the only. There's no avoiding this. She's got plastic all over her house, all over her body. The tubes that the water's coming through, that glass jug that you put the tube, plastic. But yet you're gonna go spend $120 on this water.
Explain to me
Baffles me, y'all.
why Mountain Valley Spring Water is putting plastic bottle caps inside of their glass jars. This is what people are saying. She said that, and she showed you that they put in plastic in these things when it's not supposed to be plastic. It's supposed to be straight glass. What is going on with Mountain Valley Spring Water? Nobody wants plastic. That's why they got
coming.
Glass, and you still put the plastic in the glass to make sure they get the plastic. Something is going on here, guys, and I need you to check yours right now. Why are they doing this? They said that the company said that's how it is. That's what she said. I don't know if that's how it is. I don't work at that company. Shh. Shut up. Something is going on at Mountain Valley Spring Water, and we need to check it out to make sure that we're not getting caught up like this, B. Not just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Maybe she dropped that in there when she was pouring some of that water inside of her little water bottle, right? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Check it out right now and let me know if it's there. I'm out.
I can't take this pain anymore. I need help. Please help me, man. Please help me, please.
Look at them, y'all. I don't even care.
Somebody help me, please.
I've seen it firsthand, y'all. I've seen it. I used to be in and out of hospitals.
You got this gentleman who went to the hospital because he's in pain. This gentleman right here got kidney stones. I don't know if y'all ever had kidney stones. I never had none, but I know that I had patients that it's very painful. Now, here's my thing about this is instead of seeing him suffer, why can't we go ahead and at least put him in the back? Maybe just, comfort him with some water, until he is seen, a cool rag. I don't think it has to be to this extreme like this. You know what I mean? And on top of that, it's like it's very inconsiderate of an individual. You're using a machine. I think it's very ignorant for the individual to not even try to help. Have a good one.
Time. So what do those proposals do to the projection of when you'll run out of money? Are you going to be able to be solvent for longer?
Yeah, I do want to clear up a misconception because, I think the PRC testified that we've got cash to last us a certain amount of time. Let me be very, 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 very clear. We are out of cash. We are out of cash. If we had to pay all of our bills today, we could not pay all of our bills today. We are out of cash. What we are doing right now is we're basically borrowing money from our retirement plans to fund current operations. I'm not particularly comfortable with that. I promise you our employees are not particularly comfortable with that.
And neither am I.
You all shouldn't be comfortable with that. None of us should be comfortable with that. To me, that's why we have to have this discussion of how we fix this broken business model.
So,
and guess
What about stopping these wars? What about not sending Iran, what is it, 400 billion to rebuild their city that we just destroyed? Maybe start doing that for these nukes. I think if they had these nukes, they would have lit one off by now, y'all. If we so-called destroy their whole Navy and their whole Air Force and their whole Army, I think before they got to that point, they're going to let one of these things off. Before you take us down, we're taking you with us. Or it would have got in the hands of a bad guy because money talks, right? We give Al Qaeda all this money every week, right? Millions of dollars. I think they would have saved up enough money to get their hands on one of those. Because if you come to them with $3 billion to Iran, hey, we got $3 billion, give us one of those. Sold. You're going to use it over there, the West? Sold. Right? Money talks, y'all. These things ain't real. I don't think they're real. They don't exist.
Drop it right there. But there she lives. All right, everyone, I'm going to tell you something you're not going to believe. I have had this pool for about 7 years.
Ain't cheap either.
I live in Georgia. I am surrounded 360 degrees by trees, okay? Beautiful. This pool has always caused me problems. And I'm telling you, every single year, I would have to put $200-300 a month into keeping this pool clean.
Cheap.
Until someone sent me what I thought was the most ridiculous thing ever. Someone said, hey, Jeremy, you can put copper in your skimmer and it will act as a algicide and kill the pool. I thought, that's stupid, but whatever, okay? Let me tell you something. I put that. I made it. It's just a bunch of half-inch, 90-degree elbows. It's round on the bottom with a little, like a king's, like a little crown. It's kind of silly. You see how I did that? And guess what? Drop it right there. But there she lives. And the water just goes in and around it all the time. Let me tell you something. This pool has stayed crystal clear. This is a saltwater system. New. Guess what? It's not plugged in. It has not been plugged in this entire year. Not 1 second. And guess what else? I have put no salt in this pool. I have put no algicide, no baking powder. I've not put salt in this pool. I've not put anything in this pool except...
Has anybody ever tested? My next house, I'm getting a pool, y'all. I'm getting a pool. Now, I might test it like in the winter time, right? But let me know, because of course you're going to hear people say, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, especially on the news or whatever. Don't do this, it's harmful, right? Because they want you to buy those chemicals, y'all. I'm not saying I wouldn't put no chemicals, but if I didn't have to put as much, I know I'll try it out. I know I will test it, and I will give you my honest opinion. You guys should know that by now. I give you guys my honesty. I'm not looking to just go viral and say it works.
Remember
I'm
this.
lying.
If older people don't listen to younger people, they become slow amongst older people. When younger people don't listen to older people, they become slower amongst younger people. If young people would listen to older people, they move faster amongst younger people because you got advanced knowledge.
Right.
And when older people listen to younger people, we move faster in the older world because you got new knowledge. So when we listen to each other, we all grow. And that's called culture.
I like it.
They are selling on Vinted. Don't believe me? I'll put some photos here. Screenshot them, read them. Just like give me a few seconds. Okay, let me talk about this. I know I only have like 30 followers on here, but I really do want to talk about this because it's important. So, as you can see in the description of the photos, I don't want to be specific because I don't remember. I'm not going to remember what photos I put there. But they're being sold on Vinted. And they're being listed as $2,000, $3,000, $16,000.
On Walmart, too.
It all depends on the age. A Rubik's Cube, for example, I saw one on there, went for $1,900. It was sold. What was the description? It wasn't rainbow. It wasn't small. The description was Rubik's Cube has an age? That's weird. They may be talking about how old the Rubik's Cube is, how long they've had it. No. They gave the height of the Rubik's Cube. They also gave the weight of the Rubik's Cube. And it was somewhere around 20 kilograms. It is also difficult to get this stuff reported because sellers are allowed to price whatever they want for however much they want. And So if you didn't know about this, I'm really glad I brought the attention to it. So I don't really care if this gets 11 likes, 20 likes, maybe even like 100 likes.
30,000
I just
likes.
need people to see this because it is that important. So if you want, share it to someone because maybe they don't even know about this. And hopefully you just found out, and please tell other people. Thanks for watching.
Are you excited for Saturday, for the launch of the issue?
Oh, I'm not so excited because I'm excited for this. The heat. We thought the shade was going to be a little longer. Anyway, that's not, it's exciting. It's going to be a bath and not a blood bath, but a steam bath. And I think it's a great show. I thought if there were the storm now, that it won't be, that would be the perfect thing for the collection.
Excited for Saturday, for the launch of the issue?
Well, right now I'm not so excited because I'm excited for this, and there's still a couple of days.
Of course.
But I will, okay? Yeah.
You got a ring. This is his ID.
What the fuck? So they putting GPSs on the pigeons?
Yeah, he's like erasing, you know? He's like track how... yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Look at this.
Let me see. This nigga done caught the bird. He caught that bitch so fast. You caught that bird faster than a bitch, boy.
My fingernails. Biting his
Alarm
fingernails
might go
off.
off, you pull that bitch
It's all
off.
skin getting that off.
A little boils or something.
I used to bite my nails back in the day.
Being that A system or something.
What?
Broke that
It's
habit.
gonna be a good system for the pigeons, like when she get into that
And
thing,
all
he
nubs.
go to the computer. Yeah.
Is it coincidental that all the trash you see on the ground is fucking processed food or fast food or cigarette butts and
We're gonna get
alcohol
into a rant
bottles
right
and
now.
all kind of fucking bullshit that motherfuckers poison their body with? And I'm not saying it's them littering, but what I'm saying is I don't see no other trash. Just bullshit. It's like the same motherfuckers who's poisoning their body, they trying to poison the world, bro. And they're not even being conscious of it because they're not conscious of what they put in their body. So how the fuck can you be conscious of where you're throwing your trash?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's fucking so filthy. I can't, I'm like, what the fuck? Just trash everywhere. Bro, littering on the ground is the equivalent of saying, fuck God. God makes everything in this world, including you. So if you don't take care of your body and you're not taking care of the world and you littering, that's like, wow, like, would you put a cigarette butt out on a fucking kid, on your daughter? So why would you do it on God? Why would you flick a Dorito bag on the ground and not give a fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why would you even eat Doritos? It's amazing. Soda cans and fucking bullshit everywhere. Dude, we gotta do better. I say we, even though I'm not a part of that group, it's because you are me. We could do way better. Peace and light.
It does something to the mind, y'all. There's a reason. I used to do Spark, DoorDash, whatever, Spark. The ones that don't tip, this is the majority. I'm not going to say everyone, but the majority of ones that don't tip are full of junk and processed foods. You'd pull up to their house, their front yard is a mess, their porch is a mess, their vehicles are a mess, a wreck inside. It's a mindset. That's why I say the root of anything you want to do in life starts with eating clean, because that rewires your brain, right? You start doing all the little things. When you're eating that junk, your car gets made. I ain't going to wash my car today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not going to clean the house today. I'll do it tomorrow, right? Those people and the ones that tip the best, nice cars, nice front yard is clean, nice whole foods in their grocery bags. It does something to the mind, y'all. I'm telling you. You guys want to change your life? Change your food. Life will change. Guarantee it.
On the same page a lot, but you push back on certain things. Like you're like,
Lord knows
oh,
that's my last thing I need to get over.
Blah blah.
No, I did not say that.
You did too. I can run the
No,
paper.
no.
You said it felt with a lot of bullshit.
In the beginning, when 2020 was the year and we were all in COVID, everywhere you looked on Twitter, there was somebody else saying, "Have you seen the flight log? Here's the flight log," and it's got all these different celebrities on it. And they'd be like, "That's not the real flight log," and everybody'd say, "No, that's the Epstein list. That's the Epstein flight log," and you'd say, "No, it's not. I've seen the freaking real one because it has the pilot's notations in it, and it has what time they got there and what time they checked out.
That could be
and
faked too, Corey.
But the point I'm making is there's a difference between court documents and somebody making a list of a bunch
Yes,
of
but I
names.
also think court documents could be faked.
Not if
AI.
you're getting them from Snopes. Not in those days.
Snopes!
5 years ago, we didn't have AI.
Snopes!
Yes.
You just lost all credibility.
What is
Snopes
that?
is a total reverse psyop.
What?
Yes! Snopes is not a good
So you're
source.
telling me all the documentation, even though it's
Snopes
straight
is bullshit.
but it's straight documentation.
Anyone in the real truther community that go deep will say Snopes is absolute bullshit.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, and this is how they can get away with telling us the truth, but everyone's gonna be like, "That's fake. It's not real." But it could be, but it also couldn't be. Right? They're very smart, y'all. They know what they're doing. They're probably the ones that put out the propaganda. Snopes is fake, right? That one dude, I forgot his name. What's his name? The dude that used to come out and do these weird cryptid things, right? That's probably a damn FBI doing that, CIA doing that. And everyone eats it up, right? So they're very smart, y'all. These people ain't dumb. They know what they're doing. They know what to put out there so that people like us over here say that's fake. Don't believe that. It's probably the truth. And it's probably them that put that out that's fake. But then you never know. Right? It's just I don't know, y'all. It's just crazy right
I
now.
was working with, and I flew him to Atlanta. I was trying to sign him, and the only thing he said to me, he said, "Bro, if you get me a chain, I'll sign to you."
Bro, no, you ain't lying.
No.
He's not. He's
no,
not
I said,
lying.
no, but listen,
I know
it's
he's not
important. No, it's
lying.
important because I also said he's dead, right? Remember that.
Oh, my
so he comes to me. No, seriously, it's
He's not
the
lying.
kid that sings "Baby Shark." Baby, Raylan Styles, right?
Mhm.
He had the Baby Shark record. It was like, and I remember he was in the room with me, and he said he wanted to sign a deal, and he said, "I just want a chain." And I'm gonna be honest with you, this the crazy part about how life works. God protects me, bro, because he was in that office, and the dude that I was partnering with was one of those buy you a chain guy, right?
Yeah.
So we signed him, and then after that, he kind of just took him away from me. Like, he kind of needed my face to get the deal. Then once he got the deal, he was like, "Now you with me now. Like, we'll talk the rate when we need." And he bought the kid a chain. And the kid turned against me. He's like, "I don't want to work with you no more."
Because he got a chain.
Ask me why he got murdered.
For a chain.
Google it right now. I won't lie to y'all. I'm not trying
Bro,
to.
bro.
I'm just telling you that God is real.
If you're not watching Mr. Mountain Beast on here, he's got some great videos hyped all the way up. 21 days deep into the Grand Canyon. Something that I wish to do one day. If I would have never had kids and I would have never got married, I would have did what he did. But I got a business to run and I got responsibilities, so I can't just disappear for a couple of months. But he hiked into the Grand Canyon and
go run the damn
found
mountain
why
anymore.
the Grand Canyon is blocked, because there's artifacts, there's carvings, there's stuff there that's not supposed to be there, that wasn't in the history books, and he's exposing it all, and it's awesome.
Oh my goodness. The unmatched beauty.
That's so crazy. Though.
So from above, this was like an Olympic-sized swimming pool. And I guarantee you that's what it was. Some big important guy or king. This was his home. That was probably his helper's home. Guest home. And he had his own private swimming pool. Like, these guys were living, I guess what people call bougie. This was a tub. It's sealed off with ancient cement, and yes, that is a second tub with a stairway down. More ancient cement. Like I'm telling you, these guys lived better and more peaceful than we ever will. There was some kind of waterway that led down to here. Oh, I just saw. That's the stairway up to the pool. Yeah, we have this waterway. Comes into here.
Could this be AI?
This must have been his own drinking water or something like that. Then we have another pool.
It's a tragedy what happened with Kenny Baker. They made like 15 R2-D2s for the movies. He was in the R2-D2 thing. They finished filming. They packed all the R2-D2s away. He was still inside one of them. He's screaming, "Get me out of this thing! Get me out of this bloody thing!" Like banging on it. No use. It's in a warehouse now. They go to make the next Star Wars movie, and they're like, something smells in the warehouse.
Oh, God.
They lift the top off that thing. And it was hot in the warehouse. He's goo. It's just goo in there. These Star Wars people, this is how cruel they are. They sued the family for rent. They charged him for rent.
Is this real?
The family had to pay $3,000 and
that's
hose
rough.
the thing out.
So I had an interesting interaction with a group of young men, boys, at Walmart today. One of the vehicles was broken down. 3 of them had their hoods up and jumper cables out, trying to figure out what was wrong with the one vehicle that wouldn't start. So, I figure I'll stop and help because I might know more than they do. So I get out and check, and they've got the jumper cables hooked up properly, right? There's no clicking going on when they turn the key. So I ask, hey, can I get in your truck and see if I can figure something out? So I sit in the driver's seat and immediately notice that it is in drive. It's not going to start while it's in drive. He had the e-brake on, thankfully. So I put it in park and I say, hey, it should start now. And I didn't really have the heart to tell him, but I did anyway, that, you forgot to put it in park. The main thing I want to get at here is sitting and talking to these young men or boys. They were dressed up like they were going to work on a farm or something, like Southern, I guess, like stereotypical. But they all acted a little odd, like feminine odd. Not gay, I guess, but odd, just feminine. They walked feminine, they talked feminine. Other than like the Morgan Wallen mustache and haircut, they had no masculine attributes to them whatsoever. And this isn't an insult, this is just an observation. What the fuck happened? Is it the BPAs that are in all of our clothing, in all of our food, in all of our drinking water that's poisoning these kids, that's making them have too much estrogen and making them develop that way? I really don't know. But it was not that way when I was younger, when I was 10 years younger, when I was their age. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Hey, man, and just fucking remember, if you ever needed another reason, if you ever needed another fucking reason to fucking hate and say fuck Christopher Columbus, nigga, this nigga discovered mermaids. But it was a fucking manatee, homie. And in his fucking notes, bruh, the nigga got notes on how he laid with the mermaid, cuz the nigga fucked the manatee, cuz.
American Southwest now. They're everywhere.
Not that late. Mr. Mountain Beast.
Little graffiti. Killy.
Now you don't know if
Here's
this is
a
just
giant
AI.
doing something. What does this make you guys think of? Comment below. There is hundreds everywhere. This is truly some of the most mysterious paintings I have ever seen. I would love for you guys to comment what the first thing comes to your mind. Look at these big long shafts. And at the end, they have words on them. Maybe AI could read us what that says. And that looks like the moon in his hands. And what is going on with this? And is that fire? And why did the other religion want to scratch off the lion's head? I am so... I don't even know what to say.
I think this is
And
really
what's
all.
with this random
My
hand?
spidey senses are tingling.
With that same...
My first time watching
What
these
does
clips
that
with you guys.
mean?
Got Jesus throwing up gang
It's
signs.
all so mind-blowing. And it's so weird. They put these in later on. They just cut through. So strange and disrespectful. And is that the flower of life? Who knows? This could be ancient graffiti. I have no idea. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. It is so weird how they chiseled out the wall. Why would you do that? And why is this sign, the Knights Templar sign, everywhere in the centerpiece? Too many mysteries. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good day, guys.
Did you see that great white shark that washed up on the shore of North Carolina?
No.
Dude, it looks photoshopped.
Andrew sent it to me and Andy this morning.
Megalodon?
Dude,
Not that big, but it's big.
it's like the one at Universal that they used to have hanging up by Jaws.
Yeah.
Looks just like that.
Maybe it is.
It could be reincarnated.
For me, it's like just the sheer girth of that thing. It's
You see that?
terrifying.
Oh my.
Okay.
Scroll through it.
Isn't that crazy?
And
It
I
literally
said,
just ate something. You could tell it's all bloody on his mouth.
I think because it was like struggling. Maybe it's running away from killer whales.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Was it alive when it?
Yeah, they were trying to push it back
in.
So it's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said I wouldn't push that back in.
You need to.
Why? Look at that.
Yeah.
What have you made?
They'll eat the whole beach.
Her entire
Push
moral.
it in. It's like, I was your friend.
I saved you.
I tried to help you.
That was the sketchiest toss back.
Yeah, so.
This is crazy. Y'all check this out.
Where is that coming from? It's like it's way over there, but it's also right here. Oh my god. Oh.
Like solar powered speakers?
Oh my god. This is straight apocalyptic. Somebody is summoning something here. What is happening? What is happening right now? Okay. No. Pretty sure Jordan and I just stumbled across a live Lemurian conference call. Sorry for interrupting. Not trust for you. I am sitting here freaking out because I thought this bag of trash was talking to me, and everything you were saying was coming over the Bluetooth speaker in my bag. Oh my god! I literally.
I was sitting there talking to the
The
bag.
trash bag is talking to me now.
Oh, my phone is still connected. I did
Your
that.
phone is connected. I had to piss my pants, going, "We gotta go," because the trash is talking to us.
Oh boy.
In other words, actually, let's go.
Okay.
I'm over it. We just found another one. Way up the mountain. Something about salvation.
It's crazy.
part.
Whoa.
It's never came up to on this
Damn.
side like that. Yeah. It's coming up to the fucking porch.
Y'all, we is living in the last days. Get your prayers in. Get your prayers in. Get close to Jesus.
It costs 9 cents to manufacture a can of Red Bull. They sold 14 billion cans of Red Bull last year, and they're selling them on average $4 a can. Red Bull produces more Red Bull cans worth of aluminum than the weight of all 4 Iowa-class battleships combined. And because they're manufactured in Thailand and they're shipped everywhere, Red Bull is the 12th largest CO2 emitting transport company on the planet. It's so much Red Bull.
Is that dude, Jose Martinez, the Sicario dude that's got like 37 bodies. They call him El Mono Negra.
Wow.
And this dude was from Early Mart, which is like 20 minutes from Porterville.
Yeah.
And nicest old Hispanic dude, just loves his family, just but a stone cold killer. And I remember I was in the holding cages in the shoe. They're pulling me out to try to talk to me about going to the RDAP program. And he was like, the lady asked me, where are you from? I'm like, Porterville. And he's like, when she leaves, he looks over at me, goes, man, you're from fucking Porterville, man? I used to live in Porterville. He's like, you're from Tulare County, man. I know where that's at. And he's like, you don't remember me? And I'm like, nah. He's like, I used to hang out with so-and-so in the unit. I was right there. You did that shit in front of my cell, man. You were doing little tornadoes on that dude. And it's coming from a serial killer, dude.
Yeah. And he's out?
He's not out. No, okay. he's probably never getting out.
He's washed. Okay.
But he's got there's a bunch of interviews of him on YouTube, like him, like, I mean, basically telling, like, he's copping to all the bodies, like giving them the bodies and like.
And they allowed people into prison to interview?
This was like at different little holding facilities and like county jails and stuff while he was like getting prosecuted on the cases. He had like a couple bodies in Florida or Alabama or somewhere that got him caught. I think it was in Florida, but he loved to smoke cigarettes. That's what got him caught up. He put a cigarette butt in a Mountain Dew can and they got his DNA off of it finally.
Dude.
But,
Nigga, I thought
you always see that, y'all. You always see in these true crime documentaries, like there's always one little slip up, y'all. Put a cigarette butt out in a Mountain Dew and left it out there. And that's how they got his DNA. Right? Something so little like that. Flicking a cigarette on the floor or something. Come pick it up. Got your DNA. Gotcha. Now you're in prison for life. From that little slip up. He didn't get caught in the act. He didn't get caught high speed chase. All because he put a cigarette butt out in a Mountain Dew. That's crazy.
schizophrenia people were crazy too. Until I went into the fucking mental facility myself. I met a schizophrenic and I was like, what the fuck she got going on? My nigga, when she left, bro, I seen and I heard and I felt what the fuck was going on. See, schizophrenias, I don't even like saying that shit, but they just really extra spirited. But I'm gonna say that for y'all so y'all can get what I'm talking about. But they really can see what people feel. If you ever feel a demonic energy, if you ever feel that someone has an evil intention, they can see that spirit that's on them. They can see their spirit for what it really is, rather that's, you know what I'm saying, one of these Tillians or demons. You feel me? Whole time I'm laying in my bed, bro, and it's like, damn, bro. I was like, she was not crazy. I was like, she knew exactly what the fuck she was talking about, bro, because they was sending her home and shit. And, you know, she was talking about, like, you know, how her, you know, her mom and all this shit, she don't feel comfortable around her mom. And then they was like, well, what are you talking about? And then she automatically was like, oh, nothing, it's just my schizophrenia. And I'm just like, bro, they really got this girl thinking she crazy, bro. And she's not fucking crazy. Y'all are not crazy, bro. Like, and they give y'all this medicine to drown out the spirits that are trying to help you. Because there are voices that you hear that literally help you. And of course, there are voices that are wanting to destroy your ass. But, you know, you got to use your willpower and your mental power to overcome their ass. And you got that shit, and I love you. Ashe.
Here's a story about me refusing to sell my soul to the devil to be in movies. When I was with No Limit Records and I was wrestling, I got contacted, and these people told WCW that they wanted me to be in a movie. So they fly me to LA, and I go over these casting calls. But what they did was they sent me the script, and I studied the script. And when I got there, they had a limo pick me up, and I go to this casting call, and I walk into this room, and there's these white men sitting at a table. There's a lady at the end, and there's 2 or 3 people behind them. I guess there was the assistant. So they brought an actor in, and we read the part. We go over and over. And I'll never forget this. They had this feminine white man. You could tell he was flamboyant, I should say. He said, well, let's go out to eat dinner and we discuss more about your role in the movie. They had a black girl, a woman sitting behind him, and she was doing this to me. Like that. So I said, excuse me, what you mean you want to go out and eat dinner with me? What are you talking about? And I said, well, whatever you can discuss, we can discuss right now. And he told me, in order for me to make it in Hollywood, I have to learn how to play the game. I said, what game are you talking about? He said, well, we go out to eat dinner, we discuss it, about how to get the role. And I looked at him and I told him, I said, sir, I'm from New Orleans. I will hurt you. I will hurt you.
Picked up the vibe.
I don't play those kind of games. I'm not sleep with no man. I'm not going on a casting couch and none of that.
You kicked out WCW.
He told me I'll never make it in Hollywood, and I'm happy I did. It's like these parties that these people go to these P. Diddy parties. They want to be famous so bad that they're willing to do anything.
Yeah.
And they know they go to these parties. What party you go to and you get there and they take your cell phone? You gotta give security your cell phones. That's a red flag to walk away. And so many people want to be famous. It goes back to Hugh Hefner with the Playboy Mansion. These women did everything. Casting calls, people are real. You got these people, go to these casting calls, and they want to be famous so bad that they willing to do anything to get into the movie. Well, I wasn't one of them. I would never sell my soul. And I never sell my home. Not to the devil, it ain't gonna happen. It just wouldn't happen. And people, it happens all the time in the music industry. It happens all the time in the movie industry. It happens all the time in the sports industry. I just wish people stop thinking this stuff is something brand new. It's been happening for years. And that's my only casting call I ever went on. And I refuse to go to any other ones. I've never been asked either, too. So that's...
Bro. I mean, think about how many Denzel Washingtons, how many Robert De Niro's, how many Heath Ledgers, how many Meryl Streeps, how many of these like A-list actors, actresses are out there that said, I'm not going that route. Kicked out of Hollywood, you'll never make it. And are just working regular jobs or, doing stuff like that locally, doing, acting, coaching, stuff like that. Like how many Michael Jordans are out there that got there and was like, had to see what you had to do to be at that level. And they're like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like how many of them are out there? They're out there. There's a lot out there. There's a lot out there.
What are they putting in energy drinks these days? So I've been drinking energy drinks for like 10 years, starting out with like Red Bulls, Monsters, but I feel like the game has changed. They're putting some sauce in these new ones. Been having some health problems, so I decided, we're gonna take a little break, see how it goes. It's just going horribly. No energy. I feel like I'm in a dream, like a really bad dream. Much so that I don't think I'm gonna drink them anymore. I think I'm done. Because it feels like, you know, I'm withdrawing from crack or something.
The more
It's the
religious,
alien.
the less
It's an
educated,
alien.
and the poorer, the higher the birth rate. Yeah. Low on the religion, high on education, and high on income, that has the lowest birth rate by far.
Recycling is an absolute scam. Your blue trash can outside? Call up your municipality. Follow that garbage truck that picks up your blue can. Just follow it. See where it goes. Goes directly to the landfill, gets mixed in with all the other shit, and buried in the landfill, just like the rest of your trash. The reason is we haven't figured out a way to recycle plastic to where it can be profitable, right? But it feels good to recycle it. So they just let us keep feeling good about what we're doing and separating our recyclables, but follow that truck. In most places.
So I'm in the supermarket and this lady comes up to me and she says, "Can you believe how expensive everything is?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's crazy. Everything's gone up." And she's like, "Yeah, it's terrible." So I leave it at that. But she keeps going. And she's like, "This has cost this much, and I remember when this cost this much." So now I'm trying to kind of casually walk away, like slightly walk away, but not in a rude way. Be like, yeah, I agree. Step back. But she's not. She literally followed me around the store. And so I asked her a question. I'm like, "Well, ma'am, I think, how do you feel about just making more money?" And she's like, "What?" I said, "How do you feel about just making more money?" And she looks at me really crazy. I said, "Well, you can't control the grocery prices. You gotta eat. So what if we just went to make more money?" And she's like, "Well, who has time to make more money right now?" And just kind of drifted off. And I thought to myself, she had a problem. I gave a suggestion, but she just wanted to focus in on the problem. I can't control grocery prices. Can you? I can't control gas prices. Can you? What can you control? Well, I can't control trying to make more money. Look, there's no benefit in sitting in the problem. That's like sitting in a dirty diaper. Why would you do that? You don't want to do that. Look, we could sit around like everybody else complain about what they're complaining about, or we could say, you know what? I get it. It's harder, so I need to go harder. Whatever that harder is, I need to go create. Because me sitting around and sitting in the problem is not solving the problem. Instead of sitting in the problem, do something about it.
Y'all, and like I said earlier, like I got the message from this, I think it was a message, right? A comment. And he said, like, "I'm so glad I listened to you." Because the difference between me and you, the only difference is I'm actually doing it. The difference between that guy that left that comment, the difference between him and you is he actually listened and said, "You know what? Let me give it a shot." Guess what? He's monetized. It's only up from there. Sky's the limit for him now. That's the hard part. Sky's the limit. Right? How much more, just do you guys realize this is free, y'all? It takes me maybe 30 minutes to find 55 clips to make it about an hour-long video. Takes me another 30 minutes to download everything and put the video together. And then it takes me an hour and 9 minutes to react to it. About 3 hours it takes me. And I'm making those 3. I don't like to brag or nothing, y'all, but I make, it may take people a whole week to make that, and I make it in 3 hours. And it's free, and you don't have to do these, y'all. What do you like doing? Do you like working on your car in the garage every weekend? People love car videos. Live stream on TikTok, on YouTube of you working on your car. And then maybe come in here and react to some TikToks every other day, so you have something to put out. You're not just live streaming your car every day. I don't know, y'all. I mean, I can tell everybody 100 times, and there's only a small few that are going to listen and do it. And guess what? That guy's monetized now. He's doing it, right? Anybody's got any questions, reach out to my email, y'all. I usually respond on my email. So well, I'm going to get out of here. That was it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You made it this far. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Not much going on today. Hanging out Sunday. I woke up to feed the baby at 2:30 in the morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was up till 4 o'clock. From 2:30 to 4. I was like, man, should I get up and do my video? But I'm like, if I do that, I'm going to ruin my day because I'm just going to be tired all day. still sleep, y'all. So I'm just gonna relax today on Sunday. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Hope everyone out there has a good Sunday. I'll see you guys then. Later.